So I've gotten bored and I kind of want to do like more reviews and things like that. I'm mainly going to focus on manga because right now I have too much and I want to get more. So that's kind of a downsizing effort on my part. For the majority of the manga that I have, I actually have not read a bunch. Like I think half the collection I've got I acquired in like a matter of weeks. So I'm just going to throw them in a pile and pick one to read and give a review. So yeah, let's get started. So this went from a really artistic idea to a really autistic idea really quickly. So, at least my shelves are clean, I guess. These are mixed with a lot of Japanese ones, so I'll do those all at once. Start things off with, I think we're gonna do Gundam Thunderbolt. I think that would be a pretty alright place to start. Where do I begin? Should I talk about the anime? Should I talk about why I bought Volume 1 and Volume 4 and not 2 and 3? I don't know. Okay, so I have 1 and 4 because I bought 1. It was worth what I paid for it. I think I paid like $10 for it, which is pretty good for the quality, and I'll talk about that later. Now, Volume 4 I saw randomly at a bookstore, kind of cafeteria place, kind of weird. Anyway, and I couldn't help not to buy something Gundam related, you know? So, yeah, so not the best part. And then I convinced myself I'd buy 2 and 3, but I don't really feel like it. Like, if I'm going to spend $10 on, 2 volumes, I might as well put that to like 3 more volumes of Hunter x Hunter. If you're wanting to know these are good, and that if you're curious on reading them, then yeah, seriously, go ahead. I think this is one of the better choices in Gundam related manga. So, one of the biggest problems with manga versus anime is the lack of actual motion and sound, and that's where I think this manga actually does a pretty good job about that. I'm pretty sure the manga came first before the anime, and yeah, it has quite a lot of life to it. And obviously, if you're familiar with the series, there's a huge jazz influence on the environment, and I think that's pretty cool. As for the story, it's pretty typical Gundam fare when it comes to protagonist, antagonist. Basically, just be, it's Amuro Char again. And I'd hate to boil it down to that, but I mean, it's kind of what you expect. And it executes the Gundam trope of Amuro and Char pretty well. It doesn't fail in that regard, and it's still entertaining. You're not getting the same cookie cutter characters like before. So the artwork is pretty nice. It's a very poppy and inked style to it. It's just really clean and crisp. There's not I don't have any issues with it. It's like pretty solid. Quickly talking about just the quality of the manga itself. The front cover is in this really kind of I don't want to say matte, but it's like this really like I guess it is kind of like a matte finish to it, not like a glossy film. It's just kind of, if you can hear that maybe. But it's really nice, and it actually stands a little bit taller than most. Okay, it's hard to see now, but it stands a little bit taller than most manga. But yeah, it's certainly a nice quality read. As for the overarching story, I don't really know much past Volume 4 or the second season, so I can't really say much in terms of long-term enjoyment. But yeah, it's just Volume 1, really nice. And just gonna look at Volume 4 real quick. So Volume 4 is basically the start of Season 2, and yeah, I don't want to go into much more of that. It will probably be in spoiler territory pretty quick. But it's the quality's still there. I guess I still haven't finished Volume 4. Huh. Old bookmark. Okay, so the question is, do you want to read this? Yeah, go ahead. It's if you like Gundam stuff, then you'll enjoy it. Overall, like it's not a disappointing series in the slightest. It's actually pretty good. Just not enough for me to want to go get volume 2 and 3 or even 4 and onward. The covers of these are really cool, and if you've seen the original Gunpla box art, those are also really cool. Anyway, if you can get these for around $10, definitely go ahead and do it because that's a pretty good deal on these. Yeah, I don't know how long this series will go for, or if it's even finished because I moved on, but these are pretty all right. Yeah, just don't $15 is a little much, but anyway, so um yeah, I guess that concludes it. So see you next week.